Hey guys, I'm Love,
Hey, this is wallflwr from Kindred.
and we're gonna do a beat breakdown.
I just wanna see you in the nighttime, an ocean of stars in the night sky.
When people see this, they're gonna shit themselves.
Yeah, we're real ones, bro.
Yeah, we didn't organize it.
We had time
you know,
to, and we didn't.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay. To be fair, we tried to, right? And I opened this file and I took one look at it and I gave up because there's no way I'm organizing this. Yeah. We started making this song in like June this year.
Yeah. 5 months ago now.
Basically, what you're seeing right now is just an accumulation of like 4 months of just random shit going on.
This is like one of the first projects we worked on together. He just sent me the beat, and I wrote like original lyrics, a melody, and vocals, and I just sent it back, just like into the void, like thinking nothing would happen with it. So that was like pretty much the beginning of our musical relationship. Like we weren't even like mates then, really.
Oh wait, what?
Back then. Like we've grown really close through these 4 months, and that like this song is like just like encapsulation of that development, I think.
Yeah, because we've had to talk a lot.
Yeah, we've been forced to.
Couples counseling can get rough sometimes,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but we get through it. Okay. So anyways, you guys can see like this big project file. This actually is the same file that we used like to start the song. I actually have like the whole old song glued onto the end of this. It's like the prototype. So it kind of has like everything that I did originally. The first inkling of this song that came into existence was when I like my room, I have like my bed, and sometimes I bring my piano up like into the room just to play and just to fuck around. I was trying to copy this song, this Joji song. So I was just like copying the kind of piano melody from Attention. And then I kind of thought of like extra shit I could add to it just to make it my own, because I really liked the way it sounded on my piano. And of course it was like janky as but I mean, it's not like I was aware at the time, right? Like this piano take that I started the song with, it stayed all the way till the end, and I can hear it in like the end of the song. But I'll just play it for you guys, without any effects on it or anything. It just sounds like this. That's like a badly played kind of piano take that I did there. And I ended up just never taking that again. And so the first thing I did to augment that, I laid this other thing. So I have like this Yamaha keyboard at home. And I basically picked like a different instrument that I liked. And I started using that as well. You can hear, this is how it originally would have sounded like. So it sounds like a bit whack like that. And then you add the effects. Just normal stuff, like a bit of delay, a bit of reverb. And then you have like an EQ boosting the high end. But yeah, if you combine that with the piano, it just sounds like this. And then yeah, after that, I guess I just added my stuff into the computer. The first thing I did, just as an intro, like I dragged in some hi-hats. After hi-hats, you get like bass, which I think is really interesting. And later on,
Wallflwr
told me to add some like a clock ticking noise. It's just like this, and I pretty much retimed it so that it fit with the song. So, and you can hear like the clock is cool. Like it pans between your headphones. Yeah. After this, like the original beat obviously never had vocals on it. Before I sent it to him. What it did have was like this vocal I downloaded from an artist I know on SoundCloud, and I've worked with her vocals before, and she's got like some really cool samples and stuff. Her name's STM. You can find her on SoundCloud. So basically, it just started off like this. So I'll just play like the entire old version of the song, I guess. Stars in the night sky, drowning in it, can you throw me a lifeline? I see your face in the moonlight. I smoke too much, am I that high? Falling upwards, know that I can't die. Too much to do with my life, hoping you'll catch me next time. That's how the kind of prototype of the song was made. And so from there, like we kind of left the song for like a long period of time.
A month, 2 months?
Yeah, it must have been like, because what happened was like we had bursts of creativity, and then we'd kind of just leave the song because we got like really stuck with where to go.
Yeah. Also, we were like new mates, and none of us wanted to like push each other and be like, "Oh, you want to do the song?"
It was different back then, you know.
Character development.
Yeah, character development. That's right. What do we have here? So this is
This
this is the actual song. This is the final iteration of the song. Before mastering, I'm just gonna explain it to you guys in chronological order. So this is the intro, and it's pretty much the same as what we showed you in the prototype.
Except for this wave texture, which is fucking great.
Okay, so we're gonna have so many things to go into if we point out the small things, but that's what makes the song. It's like all these small little things that kind of make it stand out. I just wanted to add some more texture to the intro, and yeah, I dragged like these waves in, so I'm just gonna play that for you. That's going on like during the intro, but other than that, it's like pretty simple. Another thing that I think makes this song really awesome is this chime. You'll hear that like just before the drop, and you hear it in a couple of different places. So
I just wanna.
So yeah, that's the chime. I just blue balled them. But yeah.
Stream on Spotify if you don't want to be blue ball.
Yeah, that's right. You want to listen to the song? It's another place.
Link in description.
You came at a learn. No, I'm kidding. So this is the chime. It's just panned a bit this way, and yeah, it like moves from one ear to the other. I do this a lot in the song. I think it's really important to have different stereo separation, like different things playing in different ears, just so your brain can kind of organize things and split them apart easier. Yeah, anyways, the song drops, so...
I see you in the nighttime, an ocean of stars in the night sky. Drowning in it, can you throw me a lifeline?
Okay, I'm smiling like an idiot when it drops. And to be honest, there's really not much to go over in the drop. The most interesting thing in like the first chorus is actually wallflwr's vocals, because everything else is like low-key the same as in the prototype. So like breaking it down, what it is piano, like a kick drum and a bass, an 808, a pad that I use Nexus for, another like weird pad sound, but it's just like one note kind of persisting through the song, and yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else much going on, so it's like a lot simpler than you'd think. Apart from like that lead piano element that I was playing on the Yamaha, that's still there as well. But yeah, that's about it. Everything else in this chorus is just wall vocals. So I'm just gonna isolate some of these vocals to show you like how they come together to form like the fullness of this chorus, I guess.
You in the nighttime, an ocean of stars in the night sky. Drowning in it, can you
So yeah, you can see we've done like a bit of
you in the nighttime,
vocal layering here.
In the night sky. Drowning in it, can you throw?
And then yeah, so after this kind of first part of the chorus, you hear wallflwr saying like ooh ah, like, you know, whatever in the background. So I'm not gonna sing it. I'm too embarrassed. But yeah.
In the draft, we had like a second half to the chorus.
Yeah.
And then when we took that out, the structure felt weird. And because I didn't want to re-record because it took like thousands of takes to get what we got, we were just like, all right, let's push these backgrounds to the front and the front lines to the back.
Yeah.
And it just came out pretty good.
Yeah, and like for this part, I got lucky because like sometimes you like when you make music, you can just hear shit in your head, right? So I ended up just being like, oh, like all of this, would be perfect. So I got lucky. I kind of just knew exactly what to do for this second part of the chorus. Pushed everything like to the back, and I let this kind of acapella, what would you call this falsetto singing take over. Caterpillar, that's what we called it. Just because like it kind of looks like a caterpillar. I don't know what was going through our heads.
It's because the O's. Well, we named it oo, and we needed a shorter name for it.
Yeah, this oo thing. That's why we named it caterpillar, I think. It made sense to us at the time, okay, and
it still does.
It still does make sense. That's right, of course. Okay. So this is like wallflwr's voice turned up all the way, like in terms of pitch. So like we push it an octave up, and then we
on top of a falsetto.
On top of the falsetto, yeah. I push it like an octave up, and then there's another one where I push it an octave down, and like layering that makes it sound like really otherworldly, you know, like it's not something you'd hear someone sing, because it's like it's literally not possible for that to happen. So then it's like it's kind of just a chord like a
Pretty much.
like a
It's
it's like a choir, a
instrumental.
heavenly choir coming out of one person, and that was the vibe I was going for the second part. It had to be big, it had to be majestic, like the first chorus spilling its guts out into the second one. After the chorus, we have like just this kind of bit where the song kind of peters off, and then we let it build up again after this. So we have like, I don't know why I called it D down. I don't know what that means, but dude, this has been like this for how long? Right, so this is where the song gets dick down, D down. That's why it's called that.
Obviously.
In case you're wondering, yeah. No, like, you don't need an explanation for that. This is the caterpillar part. So I called it caterpillar long here, and you'll see like just normal caterpillar long number 2. So if you're an avid listener, then you might have picked up on the fact that you might have picked up on the fact that like the second part of this is just like a reverse version of like the like original caterpillar.
It's like almost a really long melody.
Yeah. This part of the song is kind of sick. It has some other cool shit going on. So I don't know what this is. I guess it's like another instance of Nexus. It's playing like these like ascending kind of notes. So like I was streaming to
wallflwr
on Discord at the time, and we were working on stars. And I just decided to like add this kind of glittery bell thing because I thought it would be cool. So you low-key can't hear like these first two, just because of the way like everything works, but like when it gets like into the higher notes, you can really hear it. And low-key, I think like this is a lot, but I wanted to make it different from like the first time it happened. So you can really hear that long note hit. And then the second time, it's like it gets like really, like a lot more energetic, just because the notes are playing faster, more notes. Yeah, so that's what that is. Just a Nexus spell, and from that point on, the song gets like really quiet again, like it kind of drops down in energy, and yeah, we have the verse come in, which is my favorite part of the song. Because I think
flower
singing is like really awesome in it. The writing is really awesome. If you guys know the backstory of the song, this verse like
it's about my mate that's like passed away. The chorus just felt like a really long metaphor that I didn't have to address directly, right? Because I'm not saying anything directly about it. But like because this was, I think, like pretty far on into the song, the verse. That was like our relationship had changed, like me and Aria wise. So I was like more comfortable with letting him hear more about that story. And then so I just felt like I could write like more in depth about it and more like directly related, instead of like trying to keep the story away with like a metaphor or something like that.
Yeah.
So like most of the song was just like written on this notepad, like whenever, like at nighttime when I was sad. pretty much.
That's when all the good vibes come out.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
I don't think it's anything I've ever like addressed before or like dealt with properly.
Yeah.
So this song felt like a great way.
Release, like outlet, I guess. Yeah.
I've been up for a minute, trying to get a chance to talk with the moon. I switched my head, I clear it out, I got no fucking room. And she said, you're not so tough, but you're lost. And she said, she watched.
Yeah, so you'll notice like this whole verse is kind of like a really long build up. So if you have like a contour of like the energy of the song, like the intro is like a build up, and then it's like really high, chorus 1, chorus 2, because everything's playing and you know the 808s are hitting hard. Then you have like this kind of place where it loses energy and it drops down, and from the start of the verse it like builds up this kind of emotional tension. And yeah, I think it's really important, like, and we should like be remembering this for ourselves now for the album as well.
Yeah.
It's really important to actually have like a contour of energy and to make sure that the song's actually going somewhere, instead of just being like these separate kind of parts that
I think this made sense because like it was like telling a story.
Yeah.
So that contour was just the natural progression of the writing and the story that was like unfolding as you listen to the song.
The fact that we were telling a story did make it like a lot easier to lay everything out. And I think it's like that with a lot of music. If you don't have direction, like you kind of can't really tell the story with your music. It kind of just becomes like this empty song. And for this, I obviously didn't want to do that. I don't mind making like
Stupid.
It's
Yeah,
like fucking.
evidently.
Yeah.
Evidently, we make some hot trash.
Yeah. But yeah, for this, like, I just wanted to go, not the extra mile, but I wanted to, like, give it its due.
Diligence.
Yeah, due diligence, I guess, right? So yeah, you can hear, like, basically what's the actual practical, in a practical sense, what does it mean? What do I mean by it's building up, like, musically? There's a lot of things going on. There's like a lot of automation with. I have this glittering noise. It's the same as, like, the bells that I showed you from the chorus. This specific instrument in Nexus, I just have to plug in the chords and it kind of plays them for me. So I'll let you guys listen to that.
This is like the main instrument. There's not much else besides like samples and textures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it gets, like, crazier in, like, the second verse. Not crazier, but more.
Energetic.
Yeah, more energetic. It's like building up. So. And, like, this pluck noise that I added later on, it's like this. It's kind of like a corny ass noise by itself. Like, but in context of the song, I think building up and everything, it makes sense, especially towards the end there. I think it's what carries over, like, the verse into the build up, and it kind of contrasts, like,
wallflwr.
the vocal melody as well. So if you can listen to it, like, close to the end here.
Don't hit me with that. He really needs my help, so please help me with that.
Yeah, so at the end there, you can hear, like, that instrument that I was saying was, like, kind of corny before, but, like, it goes na na na, and it kind of just resolves everything into this build up. This is, like, one part of the song that people, like, came up to me and they were like, "Wow, this is my favorite part of the song." So I don't really know what it is. I think it's just, again, it's about that contour of, like, of energy and of emotional tension. Like, basically what we did here is that we built up a lot of emotional tension with this verse. And the build up in between this two, well, how many bars is this? 16 bar verse and this 16 bar chorus. These kind of 8 bars in the middle, it's like the calm in the eye of the storm. Like, nothing's happening here, but there's a lot of tension that's been built up, and there's a lot of expectation for something to happen. It's not conclusive. It's kind of just letting all the tension hang in the air. And then very quickly at the end, you can see, like, I've just inserted, like, a reverse crash here. And that's all you get in terms of build up before this part. And I think it's just unnecessary to add extra build up because, like I said, it's the eye of the storm, right? There doesn't need to be anything inside it that's signifying that, like, oh, this comes after or this comes before, because it's just meant to be like a still moment in the song.
Like,
So now we're just letting it rest.
Yeah.
And then just so like, imagine having, like, 8 bars of rest before something hits you, like, really hard in the face. Yeah. Like, you sleep for 8 hours and something fucking slaps you in the face and wakes you up. It's the same thing here, right? Like, you're awake for 16 bars, you sleep for 8, and you're really awake for the next 16 because
This is cocaine.
yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
You just get woken up with, like, a shot of heroin. Okay. So one thing that
Flower.
really liked about this song was this 808 slide. Yay, we love 808
Yeah.
slides. So what we did here, and 808 slides are, like, this really kind of trap thing. I wouldn't really expect to put them in this song, but I thought they would just work here. Ghetto 808 slide. I'm actually playing 2 808s at the same time, like octaves on top of each other. And then what I do is, like, I take this third one, and I just slide it back down to where it was before. Yeah, that's the 808 slide in a nutshell, and that's what makes this part of the song so climactic. So I'll play it just so you kind of know all the elements that went into making it. Yeah, so that's that. That's kind of the whole thing, I guess, except for the ending. So yeah, structurally, like, that's the whole song, and it's, like, a lot simpler than actually, than it looks, definitely.
Yeah.
Structurally, the whole song, intro, right, chorus, kind of a drop down where the energy goes down. Verse, you build up a lot of energy. This build up, it's not really a build up. It's kind of just the calm in the eye of the storm. And then the second chorus, which is when, like, the 808, like, hits really hard, and it's like kind of an emotional climax, I guess. The song kind of just peters off from that point. Pretty much by the end of the second chorus, you get the point, like, you're there. Yeah, you just... Actually, there's one thing I want to point out that I think not everyone will pick up on when they listen to the song. You know how you say like goodbye, like in the first, like you say hoping this is goodbye, but before what did you say?
Lyrically, yeah. It's just like a small lyrical change to just like it means a lot, but like it's just a very little change.
Yeah, it's like a small change that has like a big impact on kind of what the entire
song is about.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what's gonna continue after the song.
Yeah. So after
flower, wall,
ends the song with hoping this is goodbye, you kind of just have this like this thing that just lets the song go away peacefully, just so it doesn't end like on this kind of awkward note. What I did here actually, I vocoded it. So like, what is vocoding? It's like I took Daft Punk, pretty much. If you listen to Daft Punk, it's like the same type of thing, and I'm sure you hear that if you listen to this. Basically, what you do is like you write out some chords, and then there's like this plugin that takes the voice and the chords and combines it together. Like it mashes it together, and it gives you this very Daft Punk sounding vocal. So that's where that comes from. When I first did this, I was kind of messing around, and then I realized like, oh, like I think this would sound actually okay at the end of the song. The only other thing that's at the end of the song that's new, I added this piano where I like did a bit of MIDI to actually have it playing properly, rather than like my crappy sampled playing from the Yamaha. So this is how that sounds. It sounds like a lot better than what I was playing. So that's like a really pretty piano sound, right? So that's what's going on at the end here. Other than that, like the piano and the vocals, it's just this really clean, empty kind of 808. And that's that. That's the song. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking out the beat breakdown, and we hope you got a little bit more and you learned more about the song and you can enjoy it a little more now. So yeah, thank you guys.
Check out Spotify, check out our socials, check out Kindred socials.
iTunes, YouTube, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Alright, see you guys.
I'll see you in the nighttime. I'll see you in the nighttime.
Massage.